I'm your host, Tim Nealon, founder of Ghost City Tours, the #1 rated ghost tour company in the entire world. Go to ghostcitytours.com to book one of our world famous tours today. We're going to do something different this week. It's called This Week in Creep. And essentially I'm here with Aiden, Carter, and Paul, and we're going to be talking about spooky topics this week, right? Or something like that.
Basically, yeah. We'll have a few headlines in the paranormal world, and we're just going to shoot the BS about it.
All right. I have no idea what's going on here, so I'm going to let the guys run the show. All right. So how's this going to work going forward?
So we're just going to show a couple topics on the screen the audience will be able to see, and we'll introduce you to you. Paul's going to kind of break down exactly what the headline is, and then you can kind of give your take on it.
Well, I know Aiden's going to have a lot to say about it too.
Exactly. All right. First one's up.
All right, first up on This Week in Creep, we have the Conjuring House lawsuit. A lawsuit was filed to block the alleged sale of the Conjuring House in Rhode Island, the home made famous by the film franchise. That's a weird way to put it, but all right, AI. The claim argues the current owner lacked the mental capacity to enter into the sale agreement. Thoughts, Tim?
Okay, so first of all, this is all my opinion. I am not stating any facts because I know that there's a lot of lawsuit talk around this whole subject. But from what I understand, the woman in question who owned the house is now trying to say that she was not in the right mind, or maybe it's her sister or something, and that therefore that essentially she should be given back the house, something like that. That's what I've heard. What have you guys heard? Anything?
I've heard that the opinions and statements of Timothy Nealon do not necessarily reflect the opinions and statements of Ghost City Tours.
That's true. That is very true. But no, I'm actually being serious. Like, it sounds like I'm trying to be funny. God damn it, Aiden, you ruined it already.
Shut up, Aiden.
No, but like, what I was saying is truthful. Like, it sounds like I'm trying to be funny, but no, I really think it was like the previous owner's sister filed something in court to try to block all this because she's saying that her sister was not of sound mind when these decisions were made. And I really think that's the last I heard. But I know that there's other stuff going on as well. Like, Jason Hawes, for example, from Ghost Hunters. He's been making a really good effort using, I think, GoFundMe or something like that to try to help raise the funds to buy the house. I don't know the current state of that or anything, but I wish Jason luck. I think he's a great guy, and I think that they're really onto something good there, and I hope that they succeed. But, I mean, whatever lawsuit you guys are talking about, it won't be the last one. Like, I think this is going to be a very contentious situation no matter what.
What are your thoughts on the Conjuring House in general, Tim? Are you a believer? Or do we not want to talk about that on the podcast?
So I mean, I've never been there. I want to make that clear. First of all, it's probably haunted. I mean, there's been so many people that have been there over the years that and they've reported things. It's probably haunted. Now, is it probably as haunted as the movies make it out to be? No. Are there demons there? I don't know. But I do think this is one of those places that maybe people put a little bit more weight into the hauntings there simply because it is so famous. Now, I will say that the Conjuring House itself, like, not talking about the hauntings and the ghosts, it's actually a kind of like a paranormal, not museum, but like there's actually been a lot of paranormal history there. Like, people have went there and kind of like used new techniques to make contact with the ghost. So I think it's worthy of protection, almost from like a historical site perspective. For the ghosts, though, I don't know. I'm sure there's some ghosts there, though.
All righty. Let's go to our second topic in This Week in Creep. Paul, what we got?
All right, so this one's a little bit dated now, but so it's not really this week, but on A Week in Creep, we'll call it.
All right.
The Enigma report, hundreds of metallic orbs and UFO sightings near U.S. military sites. Remember there were all those drones over New Jersey and all that other nonsense?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And now the government says that there are aliens, but nobody really gave a shit.
Right.
Thoughts, Tim?
I think if you believe anything the government says, you're an idiot. First of all, I mean, you guys all remember this, right? Like, once again, I know Aiden has a lot to say about this. He was talking about this forever the other day about how, because it was on the news for weeks, like those mysterious drones, and people are like, are they like Chinese drones coming in from offshore and stuff, right? And then all of a sudden it was just, you didn't hear anything about it. There was no resolution. There was no like, oh, we figured out what it was. And one, that just shows you, that shows you a couple things. First of all, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. And Americans have the shortest attention span of any type of people in human history. Because if we really thought it was aliens or China or anything, why is it the second the news stopped talking about it, we just forgot it happened? Like, I even forgot it happened. I'm not blaming I'm not saying I'm exempt and it's like, oh, what happened to it? I was like, the next time I heard about it 2 months later, I was like, oh shit, like that was a thing. But now they're saying it was like some hobbyists though, right? Like some guy was like, oh no, just kidding, that was me. Like with a drone in his backyard. I'm serious.
Yeah,
like
I've heard that's the, I mean, our fearless leader, Donald Trump, says, oh, I know about it. You don't know. It's all fine. So I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
Well, it was part of the make drones great again movement.
If
I don't know, like, what do you guys think it was?
Probably secret military technology that,
right?
They're spraying chemicals on us to turn us into gay frogs or something.
I mean, Alex Jones wasn't totally wrong in that.
I know.
Regard. I mean,
we were actually breaking this down to Aiden the other day. He was like, "Who's Alex Jones?" We're like, "Oh, buddy, we got some stories for you."
Well, technically, the frogs did not turn gay. They just
They changed sex and started went from male to female or something like that.
Yeah, but no, I mean, he was kind of onto something there.
If you had to bring a food to an alien life form who just landed here, Tim, what would you bring him as a peace offering?
As a peace offering?
Like, hey, this is our cuisine.
Well, that eliminates Taco Bell, right?
No, I don't think it does.
Like, send him back home with diarrhea.
If they turn violent, that's how we get them.
Well, I don't know. I mean, so in my mind, any food that we take an alien being, one, they probably would not recognize it because we're assuming that they're carbon-based life forms that ingest food the same way we do. What if they photosynthesize?
Fair point.
Yeah. And that's what all the lights on the ships are for. Everybody thinks it's like, pay attention to me. They're like, no, we need these to eat. I don't know. But if I had to take them a food, oh my God, I got it. A steak sub from Jersey Mike's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't like that, then they can go get on out.
Go back to Mars, nerd.
Yeah. Get out of here with your non-cheesesteak club. I've been craving, I made the comment in the last podcast, like, I'm trying to not be fat anymore. But man, it is so hard. Every time I come to the office, I'm like, if I DoorDash at about the same time I leave my house, I could be enjoying that great Jersey Mike goodness by the time I get to the office.
Well, yeah. we're going to make sure we sneak in an alien question every single This Week in Creep going forward. But we got one more headline for you, Tim. The third one is kind of a weird one, but it's from a television show, I believe. Paul?
Okay.
Yes, this is the strange phantom hand encounter in Brazil.
What?
Carter Cimino once had a strange phantom hand encounter, but that was at a different. Never mind.
Yeah, that was at a strip club in Key West. We don't talk about that.
I was gonna say we're not getting into Jeffrey Epstein here, are we? What are we?
A family in Brazil reported a mysterious hand appearing, moving objects in their home, and sparking intense discussion online. Seen on Paranormal Caught on camera for the Travel Channel.
Have you heard of that show?
I think I have. Well, so first of all, when was this recorded? Is it like a new thing or is it like an old video?
No, I think it's from an episode that just came out this year, like in December.
Okay, well, going forward, I'm calling all ghost evidence AI just to be safe, because I think that's going to be the majority of ghost videos coming from the general public going forward. Because you can make AI videos that do anything anymore. So. And unfortunately, I think the same thing is going to have to be said for Bigfoot videos going forward too, and that breaks my heart.
Well, do you trust like on X, for example, whenever there's a lot of AI disclaimers that do you trust those, or do you think that AI is going to get so good that we're not going to be able to even tell?
I'm willing to bet they catch most AI, but then again, I think that a lot of people, when you upload that content, like it's kind of like I am admitting this is AI. Like I know even on YouTube, if we use AI at all, we're supposed to like check a box that says like part of this is AI generated. And I think there's consequences if you get caught doing that and not admitting that it's AI.
Do you think like social media companies are going to enforce, like whether it's from your iPhone or from a nice camera like we have in the studio, have some sort of metadata that you're able to put on the social media that says, hey, this came from a Canon or this came from an iPhone?
I think you're giving social media companies way too much credit. I think they're all evil, and anything that's going to keep people on the platform and more engaged, they're going to let happen. Like, I'm surprised they don't, Facebook doesn't have a section where you can buy drugs. Like, anything to keep them on the platform.
Not yet.
Not yet.
2 out of 4, Tim. What's the likelihood that Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard person?
I would say, are you asking me like on a scale of 1 to 10?
2 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
2 out of 4? Wait, what? I'm confused.
The scale is 2 out of 4.
4 being a definite lizard person.
2 being half. I don't know. I don't think he's a lizard person. I just think and by the way, like I would cut off my arm to trade places with Mark Zuckerberg, so don't get me wrong. But he's just a very awkward human being. Like, do you ever see that video of him in Congress where he doesn't blink for like 38 minutes and like, plus he had that weird skin. Like he went to Brazil and got one of those fancy treatments.
Like I said, lizard skin.
Yeah. he had just shed. I don't know. I mean, I think Mark Zuckerberg's probably a pretty cool dude. I would think the chances of him being a lizard are probably pretty slim.
But
it's not impossible.
But I guess so. Point being that don't trust phantom hands that you see on the internet.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Bringing it all back together. Good job, Carter.
Thank you.
So as somebody who has been in a lot of haunted places and stuff like that, I'm not saying that stuff never happens. I've never seen anything like that. I've literally probably spent tens and tens of thousands of hours of my life in haunted locations. I have never seen phantom hands. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. Maybe like move something, like, something moves a little bit on the table. Like I've seen little stuff like that. But if it's like moving all kind of stuff, then no, I don't think that's real. I don't. But then again, anything's possible. I mean, I have a podcast.
Damn right.